What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive, and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we are starting up a new phase for DC, a new dawn, if you will, with Action Comics, issue number 1051. But before we dive into the world of DC and Superman, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. So what are you waiting for? Let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan. Hit that subscribe button. Also, I recently started a Patreon. By no means is this requirement, but for as little as $1, you will help me finance this channel. Basically helps this channel to evolve from a Pikachu into a Raichu. And so with your generous donation, you'll get a shout out from me for all of my videos, and you'll able to partake in exclusive polling. So yeah, the option is there if you're willing. Thus, without further ado, let's dive into the new phase of DC with Action Comics, issue number 1051. Our story begins in the majestic city of Metropolis, where all of your dreams can come true. But sadly, on this beautiful day, we have ourselves an anti-alien extremist group known as Blue Earth, for they are protesting Superman's return in the presence of Warworld within their solar system. They're very much against the usage of alien tech and basically anything that's not of Earth. And thus we have several members of Blue Earth attempting to kill a group of pro-refugee protesters via explosions, car rammings, bottles are thrown, you name it. Crap is happening, folks. However, this is the city of Metropolis. Therefore, you can count on Superman and the Superman family and showing up to save the day. Now, amongst the crowd of protesters, one of these beings is in fact the one and only John Corbin, aka Metallo. From there, he is teleported back to his secret base of operations, where he is then berated by Lex Luthor, because right now Lex is pretty pissed off. Here he is giving Metallo a brand new body and all the upgrades that he needs in order to take down Superman. Because remember, Lex is coercing Metallo into killing Superman, given the fact that Tracy, John's sister, is in Lex's custody. Therefore, if Metallo doesn't want anything bad to happen to Tracy, then he better kill Superman tomorrow or else. Later on, we pick up with the Superman family, who are celebrating Clark's return from Warworld. And fun fact, it seems that Clark and Lois plan to get kinky later on when it comes to Superman's Warworld outfit. The more you know. Now it's here where Clark is basically thanking everyone for being awesome and by taking care of Metropolis in his absence. It's also here where he announces that both him and Lois are officially adopting Ursula Ra and Ultra Ra. And by the way, thank you, Philip Kennedy Johnson, because it turns out that John isn't jealous. Rather, he actually likes the idea, and he even supports it. So yeah, thank you for not making this so dramatic. God, do I hate the CW. Because y'all know for a fact that if the CW was writing this Action Comics issue, you know that would happen. The next day, we see Superman family attending the opening of Steelworks Tower, a new institute founded by John Henry and Natasha Irons, in order to help research and develop new technologies to help solve the world's problems. However, when you need a villain to interrupt a fantastic event, then you can count on Metallo, because that's exactly what he does. Where we see the villain breaking into the tower and he's killing guards left and right. And we see firsthand just how powerful he is thanks to Lex Luthor's upgrades, because when Jon Kent flies up into the sky to check things out, Metallo hits him with a blast of kryptonite radiation, while also detonating a bomb, which as a result causes Steelworks Tower to destabilize. Thus, parts of the tower start to crumble, and while members of the Superman family try to mitigate the destruction that's happening, that's when we see Superman, the Man of Steel himself, confront Metallo on the top floor. And while holding Jon Kent by the throat, an overpowered Metallo announces that he's here to kill Superman once and for all. And that, folks, was the end of Action Comics, issue number 1051. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly means the world to me. Entering 2023 and continuing his overarching story, Philip Kennedy Johnson again nails another issue of Action Comics. There's a lot to love in this issue. For starters, it is of course the main villain, Metallo. Something I've noticed that when it comes to the world of Superman is the fact that common people, folks who don't read comics, they know about 2 to 3 villains belonging to the Man of Steel: General Zod, Lex Luthor, and Doomsday. Because of the movies and shows, where there's been multiple versions of General Zod and Lex Luthor, no one outside of comics is really familiar with villains like Mongol, Parasites, and Metallo. And so the fact that Johnson is focusing on villains like Metallo and is giving them a proper character arc, it not only proves that Metallo and Superman's rogues are not only relatable, but that it's all about the writing of said villains. Sure, General Zod and Lex are pretty easy villains to depict on screen and tell stories about, but as long as you have a story and your villain has a motive and an outside force that is forcing that villain to commit to something within the confines of, said story, it makes us readers care and believe what's happening. So yeah, overall, this is another awesome issue. It continues the Metallo story along with establishing a new status quo within the Superman's family. And I cannot wait for more to come as the year continues. So yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 1052? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.